Our general expectations here are that the crew is able to fly the aircraft to ACS. However, it's not about operating that aircraft in particular. It's about operating an aircraft safely through the flight and the challenges presented.
Yeah, 6, tower, hold trip runway, trip 10. We'll start at 18, now 6.
Kent Lovelace. I'm appointed as kind of the historian to the IFR Council. I've been involved with the National Air Collegiate Flying Association since 1975, so I've been around it a long time.
How was it organized? What schools?
Well, it was organized similar to what we have today. I mean, there wasn't as many ground events. There was more flying events comparatively. But we still had like the computer accuracy event, the aircraft recognition event, the pre-flight event, and then the landings and the navigation event. You know, what's transpired over time is we've added some additional events that kind of coincide with the demands of the industry.
It was 1972, and it was called the Instrument Proficiency Event. And really the reason is the same today as it was back then, is to get the competitors to focus on increasing their accuracy. The ultimate goal when they do that is they'll be safer pilots.
The first is the ground trainer event, which is testing the aircraft performance and control.
We found a pattern from 1972, and that was the manual scoring back then. And then what happened this year is the judges actually created the same pattern as 1972, but it's computer scored now. So it's kind of a neat throwback using something that's that many 51 years old.
There's also the IFR Sim Event.
So the IFR event is sort of a scripted, simulated instrument flight in the clouds, where you're relying solely on your instrument in a Frasca provided RTD, and you take off from an airport, fly a departure procedure, and intercept a Victor radial, a highway in the sky, down to an approach at an airport to land in instrument conditions.
So the first simulator event was in 1972, and in that case it was done manually. So the judges would actually watch the competitor. They would have a little clipboard and they would measure how often they're off on airspeed. Today what we do is we actually run it through a computer scoring program. So from a judge perspective, all I do is hit go.
And the final event, the CRM LOFT event for simulators.
The CRM LOFT event is an event where each team has the ability to send one crew, and their goal is to complete a simulated line flying trip from point A to point B. It's done in a crew, a two-person flight simulator.
It tests your IFR skills and obviously crew resource management skills to work together and overcome any obstacles that you encounter during the flight, and demonstrate kind of your proficiency in that area. It's an event that can really help prepare you for the airlines. A lot of the training that the airlines do is kind of what this event is based upon.
So they give you a scenario. You're taking these passengers from this airport to this airport, here's your weather, and then they give you a company and they say, okay, your company's policies are whatever they are for that flight.
And this is a higher level event. It is an event where two pilots have to be here. Both must be instrument rated. We prefer they both have multi-engine ratings, although it's not mandatory. But the big expectation is that they be able to work together as a crew and handle the threats and the challenges that are put in front of them over the course of the flight.